Hey guys, so I am here filming an update to an update on my last video from last year. I'll just do yearly videos. I don't know, maybe more frequent, who knows. But as you can see, I am getting ready for work. I had a couple minutes before I had to head out. Right now it's 5:57 in the afternoon, so I do need to head out in a little bit. Basically, this is an update to an update. Last video I spoke about how I accepted a position in the CVICU and like how I felt after working for more time as an RN. Like I had only been an RN for about 1.5 years or so as of last video. This time around, I've been an RN for 2.5 years, and honestly, that really blows my mind. I'm not even gonna front, like that blows my mind. That time has gone by so fast, and I've grown so much, and I've achieved so much in that time frame. So I have been working in the CVICU coming up 1 year now. Yay! Next week is my 1 year anniversary, working in the unit that I've always wanted to work in. And of course, you know, like there's always challenges. I know staffing is like this huge thing nationwide, really. That's always a challenge. The learning curve was like ridiculous. It felt like being a new grad all over again. I will be completely honest, that's how it felt. But I would not change anything about where I'm at right now. I've learned so much. I feel so much more confident as a nurse. Like I feel like I have like a good foundation now. I'm still learning. Like literally every single day I'm at work, I learn something new. Whether it's something that I feel like I should have, and a lot of the times it's like something I wish I think I should have known already, but I just learned it. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. So there are some things like you don't know what you don't know. So you got to give yourself some grace. But let's see. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I know, like when I first started in the CVICU last year, it was towards the end of like the huge wave of COVID and the pandemic. So I got a couple of weeks of that in the ICU working with COVID patients, and that was not ideal. But then it started calming down, and we got more of the cardiac patients and started to learn more about that. And we're kind of like an in-between right now, so you know, hopefully we don't get as many COVID patients back, but you know, we'll see. Anywho, I'm here to just like let you guys know that, you know, as a new grad, it's really overwhelming like how much stuff there is to learn. Like you can have straight A's in nursing school throughout your prereqs or anything like that. But a lot of the times, like, it doesn't correlate with how you're gonna learn in the field. Like, all the learning happens when you're in the field. That's when you actually still see, like, when you can see everything being put together. So, like, you learned about meds, but did you really see how it affected patients, or like really the reasoning behind why certain patients get them and why certain patients don't? Like that's the kind of stuff that you learn while you're in the field. Working in the ICU, like thankfully I work with such a wonderful group of people that are willing to teach and understand like, hey, we don't know everything. So people that have had a lot of experience already on the unit have been so wonderful in being able to teach. The physicians, the PAs, the NPs, great experiences thus far. Like they're so willing to teach and and I'm the kind of person that I'm like, I know you just told me something. I know you just gave me an order for this, but why? Because I'm not really getting it. Like I know something about it, but if I don't fully get it, I'm just gonna try to search more in-depth explanation. So I always encourage people to do that. It doesn't hurt, you know. Another thing, I'm actually night shift now. I've been day shift now. Well, I was day shift since I started nursing. And now I've transitioned to nights. And I actually love working nights, especially in the ICU. Like, the pace is so different, and I feel like it actually gave me a chance to really like start picking up on a lot of concepts and types of patients and devices that we work with. Like, not having as many people around, I think, has helped be able to just really get into the swing of things of working in the ICU. But it also presents its challenges because you don't have as many people. So it's like you really have to make sure you know what you're doing, or like you have to know who your resources are in order to survive. And that is the number one thing that I was always told: know who your resources are and you'll figure it out from there. And that cannot be any more true. Those are really the big updates. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. There's some nights that I'm just like, I have no idea what the heck is happening. Sometimes I walk out of my shift and I'm like, my patients are alive. I think I did what we could. And, you know, always have that mentality of patients first, patient safety before anything. And that's the number one thing, you know, patient safety. But honestly, like, you know, when you're in the moment, you're doing a lot of stuff. And then afterwards, when you're processing it, you're like, what just happened? Because everything can move so fast. And like, you can have a patient that's fine and all of a sudden they're not, and they're crashing and burning, and you're like, huh? And then like once you stabilize them and whatever, you start reviewing and you think back and you're like, oh, I wonder like if it was this or if it was that. But sometimes it's just so hard. And that's one of the hardest things, like facing those kinds of situations where like it's just 0 to 100 real quick. We're also faced with a lot of death and end of life. That's one of the hardest. I think that's also one of the hardest things to get to like understand, in a sense. Like, you can't save everybody, or people are just like at such a point in their health that it's kind of like, you know, you have to, those kinds of discussions are very popular in the ICU, and you have to learn how to speak about it very quickly and in a therapeutic way. A clear therapeutic way is key. But yeah, this is kind of like a video that's all over the place. I don't know if it really made any sense, but I really just wanted to give a quick update. I had to work, but yeah. Let me know in the comments below, like if you guys have any questions or like your feelings or comments like that. Like, I've had a lot of pretty good feedback. Like, I guess some of these videos are getting some more views, and I think, you know, people like it. It's very, I feel like I just sit down and just talk. So comment in the, leave some comments below, and just, you know, we're all in this together. Nursing is hard, but it's also a beautiful field. So comment below, like, any questions, any experiences you want to share. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.